The following has been brought to you by RockSolidFanClub.ca.
I am a real American. Fight for the right to burn the
Speaking of the Netflix deal, WCW is coming back. That's the rumor mill.
What?
All the trademarks have been re-registered. WCW is supposedly coming back. There was some talk about it about a month ago. We were going to do a segment, and then we decided not to until we heard more. We haven't heard anything else. Never heard anything from our friends in the companies. Nothing. Here's what I think. WCW is either going to be launched on Netflix or it will be launched on a platform that they can try and sell some stuff to TV so that they can keep some of those relationships happy. If not, it'll be a digital product. At least a digital product. But is this going to be the WCW like an ECW remake, or is this going to be WCW from like, are they going to be dumping blood on people and shit?
Are we going to be bringing back mummies?
Are we going to have Chucky versus Rex Steiner, like versus Braun Breaker, so we can get back, Chucky for his dad?
Is Judy Bagwell even alive?
What about the Yeti? The Yeti.
What about Master P? He'd probably do it.
Motherfucker. Raps crap. What about, are we going to go to the tops of buildings with monster trucks again?
Would Hugh Morris get a job all over?
What about Lash LaRue? Is he coming back?
Wow. These are all cool. What about the Nitro Girls?
Oh, that's the thumbnail. I love them. I love me some Nitro Girls, but I think they're pretty haggard now.
But I mean, this is where we're at, right? Like if we all loved WCW for what WCW was at the time that WCW was WCW.
Fucking loved it. I loved it the whole time. Even when it was like going down the drain, dude, I was still like, this is the best shit ever. I love the wall.
So corny. It was so fucking corny. But remember when fucking WWE tried to bring back ECW and everybody was like, go fuck yourself, Vince.
No, it was horrible, man.
It was not ECW. This is not what we know ECW to be. And
the first one night stand was amazing. 2005 was fucking awesome. Second one, it was okay, but the night after that was just a disaster. It fucking ended after that.
Listen, I love me some Sean Spears. Everybody knows that, right? And I've loved Spears for a long time.
Gavin.
But in ECW?
Gavin.
Yeah.
What's Gavin doing tonight? Who's Gavin wrestling? He's wrestling Cassidy.
Ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And that's what I think that's what I think that you would get with this, with WCW. First of all, who do you put on that roster of today's workers even? You know what I mean?
Fuck. You just hire. This is why Shane was at AEW. He's buying out the company. He's fucking taking the roster. They're going to throw it on Netflix.
Nope.
WCW. Leo Rush is going to be working. Kenny Omega.
Nope.
Oh, what's going on then?
Puppets. WCW is going to be an entire program of wrestling for children with puppets. And each and every week they will do commercials that venture around things like child hunger and making sure that you get your diphtheria shots.
World Championship Fraggle Rock. Fucking Boober's your champion.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be like Sesame Street. It's going to be like
animated. What if they animate it and they do like a Brickleberry, but it's fucking WCW and it's just like Eric Bischoff running around, trying to get up Nitro's girls' dresses and all this stuff. Like they can make it an inappropriate animation. Because here's the thing. I don't think there's a brand to launch with WCW. I don't think there's a brand to relaunch, and I don't think that's why. There's been no reason to do it this entire time. Everyone is at the point where they're not two cold Scorpios stabbing motherfuckers at a gas station. There's no one to bring back that was associated with that brand. There's no one.
But if you could, who would you bring back first?
Probably Arn Anderson.
Wow. Really?
We're not touching Rick with a fucking 6-foot dick. So I would rather bring in Arn. I'd bring Arn in as like the head dude, Hogan. You know what I mean? Maybe get Charlotte Flair over there to give a bit of a rub.
Wait, hold on. What if you just brought back Hogan? Here's the premise of the whole show. WCW, right? And it's just Hogan shows up. First day, boom, shows up. You hear the piped in noise, the piped in crowd like they would do for Goldberg. You hear that over there. Everybody's Hogan. And he walks in and boom, completely empty arena.
Oh, I thought you said he would walk in and his fucking hips just explode.
With one chair in the middle of the ring. He makes his way up into there and then sits in it. And you just hear a voice saying, good luck. See you in 13 weeks. And then lock the fucking doors.
I don't know what their plan is. I think if they're going to do this, they're going to do this with a whole group of young people that no one knows, fresh faces.
They have that. They have that already. It's called NXT.
Yeah, and they're going to have a second one on Netflix. Apparently.
That's wild. I think that the stuff was being brought back for nostalgia. They'll do a retro run of nostalgic toys and dollies. Dollies.
Well, they've been doing that though. They've already done that. They've been doing that since the day they took the company. They have never stopped putting out WCW merch. The NWO T-shirt is one of the highest selling items of all time.
It's crazy. Between that and every single year they come out, or every couple of months they come out with a new Austin shirt.
Well, Kevin Nash has already stated, because he's still part owner of the NWO brand, that he makes more money off that than anything else. It's just a constant revenue stream. So the WCW brand has already been merchandised to hell. I don't know if they can do it any more than what they've already done it, unless they start something new. I'm excited to see what's on the horizon. I think if they are going to bring it back, the people in charge now, I don't think are as vengeful to that company and that brand as the former people that were involved. Because these people know what this brand is now. It's gotten to the point where there is no more heat with it. If you can revive it and you can give a little bit of life to it and make some money with it, why not?
Yeah, because they couldn't possibly be for competition's sake.
No.
You know what I mean? They've built their, number one, they built their own competition with SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And if they wanted that. Number two, AEW is already out there, which WWE doesn't consider them, all they would be doing. All they would be doing if they were to put out another show about wrestling, all they'd be doing is just showing AEW, look at what we can do at the drop of a dime that you haven't been able to do.
Or do they just relaunch WCW as a documentary series and they're just showing all the old footage that they have from behind the scenes in the vault? Because they probably have 4 or 5 seasons of that shit.
Or they do bring back everybody that they possibly can, and it stands for wheelchair wrestling.
I'm a real American. Fight for the right to burn the
RockSolidFanClub.ca, the definitive collection of rock solid wrestling content. RockSolidFanClub.ca is your source for rock solid wrestling action from the past, present, and future. Travel back in time with Rock Solid Wrestling's greatest hits. Buckle up and go on the road with Rock Solid. Get in-depth analysis from those who lived it with Rock Solid Versus. And follow the ongoing saga of Rock Solid Wrestling Unsanctioned. Get access to fan club exclusives and hours of Rock Solid entertainment from your favorite superstars.
I played with a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat action figure. And then fast forward 30 years, and I'm actually in the ring with him doing a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat arm drag to Tornado, wrenching on his arm and looking right by ringside as Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is, just cheering me on as I'm doing the arm drag just like he used to do. It was such an amazing moment, thinking about being in the ring with my hero after, as a kid, being in my living room, imagining that maybe one day I could even just wrestle in the same ring that he wrestled in.
Get in front of the action. Get behind the scenes. Get it all with RockSolidFanClub.ca. Real fans get it.